Hi friends, it's Kailyn and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little bit of deep cleaning in the kitchen. We're going to be cleaning out, decluttering, and organizing everything in the kitchen and pantry. The last time I did this was in January, so this was much needed. Make sure you're subscribed, like this video if you like declutter videos, and let's get to cleaning. Alright, I'm starting out by washing the dishes that were dirty. Sometimes I will throw them in the dishwasher, but for the sake of this video, I thought I would just wash them by hand real quick and give the kitchen a quick little tidy up. So whenever I cleaned out the kitchen in January, I did a huge deep cleaning of the inside and outs of the cabinets. I mean, literally every nook and cranny I cleaned out. However, for this video, I am focusing on reorganizing and decluttering. So I'm going to go through my cabinets and see what I need to sell, throw away, and keep. So I'm going to make those 3 piles and then reorganize everything back into the cabinets. That way they're a little bit more accessible and just more functional for our family. So that's the plan for today. I'm not going to be cleaning out my microwave or dusting the tops of the cabinets, anything like that. I'm just going to be focusing on the insides of the cabinets and the pantry. So if you guys need to do that as well, kind of like a halfway year midpoint where things are getting a little bit messy, a little bit out of order, and they just need revamped. So that's what we're gonna do.
Never up, never down, never like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool.
I also just wanted to say, if you guys are really overwhelmed with your space or your home and you have so much stuff to go through that you don't even want to get started, I feel you. I was right there with you, and even though it doesn't look messy on the outside of my kitchen, the insides of the cabinets definitely were. So go ahead and just start. Even if you do 1 cabinet a day, it'll make such a difference. So the feeling afterwards when it's all said and done and everything has a place and you know what you have, it really is worth the effort and the time of going through everything. So I just highly recommend to just get started. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the label makers in the world and all of the bins. Just get started with what you have by minimizing your items and keeping the things that you really do need.
I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I would get up again. I would get up again. Stronger than I ever been.
I'm using my Method Daily Granite Cleaner in the scent Apple Orchard for all of my countertops and stools. That's just what I keep a huge bottle of that I can refill as I need it, and it works great. But for my stainless steel, I'm using a spray solution called Sprayway. It's really affordable. You can get it from Walmart, Target, Dollar General, any place like that. And I like to just spray it on, wipe it off, and you're good to go. It also smells really good and clean.
Sort out all the fights, sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby, going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go.
Alright, now we're diving into the cabinets. So I'm first going to start out with the messiest, and that is the cabinet underneath our kitchen sink. So this is where I keep a lot of my cleaning supplies and just random things that I feel like we might need, like child safety locks or different things of that sort. So I'm giving the cabinets a quick wipe down where they've gotten a little bit dirty around the doors, and then I'm going to pull everything out of this cabinet. So that way I can see what I have, what is old, and believe it or not, something spilled in one of these bins. So I'm glad I looked. So I cleaned that up real good and cleaned up all the products that the soap had spilled on, threw that away, and then we are starting from scratch. So now that I can see what I have, I'm going to reorganize everything in the bins.
And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more, no. We don't know, no, it's no more. We don't know, no, it's no more.
I also wanted to mention that all of my bins are either from the Dollar Tree or Walmart, and they are all very affordable. I got them the beginning of the year, and they have all held up really well. I don't think that they will break anytime soon. They all seem to be holding up really good, so I'm happy about that. And I do already have everything labeled, so I didn't relabel anything because I didn't feel like it was necessary, but my label maker is from Walmart, and I do have one linked to my Amazon store if you guys are interested, as well as a bunch of other really handy kitchen organizational items. So I'll have it linked down below if you guys want to check that out. Now I'm moving into the cabinet that has all of our Yeti cups and coffee mugs and just kind of random cups that we might need. So this cabinet is really short, and it sometimes is hard to store the Yeti cups with the lids on, so I just take them off. However, I've seen organizers where you can lay the cups on their sides, but our cabinet isn't wide enough to put that in, so that really isn't an option. But this system of having them just put in there facing upright works out just fine for us. And if I find that I'm cramming them in there or there's too many, I just get rid of them. So that's how I work this cabinet out. The middle cabinet, I put all of the mugs in, that way I can reach them really easily. And then the top ones are just for random to-go cups or souvenir cups that I don't use all that often, but I still like to have. Alright, now we're moving over to the other side of the sink, and I'm going to straighten up our medicine cabinet just a little bit. I keep a majority of our medicine in a closet in our master bath, so I really don't have too much in here, so I just had to straighten it up a little bit, and it was no big deal. And then this corner cabinet is where I keep a lot of our nicer dishes and bowls and kind of all of our wedding dishes that we got. So that's what I have over there. I don't mess with it a whole lot, so I just straightened up that top shelf where I keep extra tea bags and my recipe box, but that's about it. And then this little cabinet is where I keep Brooks's stuff, so his plates, his bowls, his home cups, and then to-go cups. And then in the bottom, I've got some regular like mason jars for glasses for adults, and then bowls. So that's all pretty good as well. I just went through Brooks's cups and seen which ones were in rough shape and that I was going to throw away, and then ones I was going to keep. And then I also have little cookbooks up here, binders and stuff above the microwave, as well as some sand to keep Brooks occupied. But I went ahead and took the sand out because I feel like I don't use it that often and it's just taking up space. So got rid of that. Now I'm moving over to my baking items that are in this cabinet. This is where I keep a lot of my spices and stuff. So I have a couple cheap Dollar Tree bins to hold like my cookie cutters and little chocolate melts, and then I have a big acrylic one that's really heavy duty that I can keep all of my sprinkles in, and food dyes and pastry bags, things of that sort that are a little bit heavier, and that works out really well. I also like that it's clear because I can see what I have on the top shelf without having to pull it down. And the clear bin I did get from TJ Maxx, and it was really affordable.
I'm trying to do is say I love you, and all the things that you do. I'm so in love with you. It sounds so stupid now. What I am trying to do, what I am trying to do, what I am trying to do is say I love you.
Alright, now that I've got all of the baking goods organized, I'm just going to put everything back and straighten everything up. I also have a spice rack to keep all my spices on. I got that from Walmart as well. So that's pretty much it for this cabinet. It didn't need a whole lot, just a little bit of straightening up. And now I'm going to go underneath my cabinets for my drawers. One drawer I keep my label maker in and my spoon holder and kebab sticks, really not a whole lot, so I just had to straighten that one up. But the other one I keep my Nespresso pods in, and I did recently get a bigger Nespresso machine that takes these bigger pods. I used to have the smaller version, but I love this one. It's so good, and these pods are actually really handy to store. I can just flip them over and see what flavors I have on hand, so that works out good in that drawer. And now I'm moving to the island, and these drawers are all filled with Dollar Tree bins as well. Really affordable and really customizable because you can just kind of figure eight them in there however they'll work. And yeah, that one didn't need a whole lot either. Now for my paper plates and stuff, I did get a little container from Home Goods that you see there to hold everything. That way, if people are over, I can pull it out and have it on hand. But here I'm just going through some dishes that I might need to get rid of if I have too many. I have like 8 pie plates, not really, but I do have 3, and I feel like that's kind of excessive because I don't make pies all the time, so I chose to get rid of one of them at least. So this cabinet is looking a lot better, just my casserole pans, and then this corner cabinet doesn't look that organized, but I did clean it out. You couldn't even see the shelves, so it looks a lot better than it did. And then this is where I keep my tea pitchers and bowls and things of that sort, and our junk drawer. So those are all good. Now we're gonna head into the pantry. So I needed to just straighten this up, get everything back in its place, throw away things that have expired. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be a complete like reveal where I have like wicker baskets and like really nice things, but it is going to be more organized than it is now. So don't expect like a complete transformation making the pantry look amazing, but it will look better.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can't we stay here forever? Forever, forever, forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? I want to be there and baby dance the night away. I let my head down. if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time?
Alright, now that all of the cabinets are cleaned out, the pantry is cleaned out and reorganized, I'm going to give the entire space a good vacuum and mop. So I just have my Shark Uplift vacuum that has the hardwood floor setting. I'm going to quickly run that over the floors and then I'll go grab my steam mop.
I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby. Dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it.
This is the steam mop that I use and I love it. The bottom you can take on and off to wash it when it gets dirty, and it works so well. It has 3 different settings for different types of floors. So for my laminate planks, I can use the dust setting and it does get them really nice and shiny. So I'm going to go ahead and give these a quick steam mop. You can also add essential oils if you want to make it smell really good, but I'll link this one to my Amazon store too.
Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder.
Alright, here are all of the items that I decided to part ways with. And right after this, I sold everything on Facebook and I only have 1 item left. So I count that as a success. And here's a little overview of some of the cabinets I haven't shown yet. My baking cabinet looks so much better. I keep mason jars with my chocolate chips in there, and all of those little Dollar Tree bins just keep everything nice and organized. And then here is the pantry. So like I said, it looks better than it did. I think everything is back in its place. The floor is a little bit cleaner. The top shelf doesn't look great, but it just holds my crock pots and bigger kitchen items. And then all of the bins are semi-organized, and not completely, but that's okay. There's a lot of people living in this house right now, so it is what it is. But I hope this video motivated you guys to get in your kitchen or your house and declutter with me. If you do any major cleaning, make sure to tag me over on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.